what's up, everybody? My cat wants me to feed him. Cat, really? Is there any food left in that bowl? If I get up to feed you, I just started a new show. Bitcoin just hit 48,000 today. We're really excited about that. It got up to 48.5. That's the daily high. So I want to start a new show. I was just live a second ago. We smoked 420. It was fun. We'll be smoking again. Hey, Nick Brown, what's up? I want to start a new show because Alex Jones, who I feel is a pivotal figure in censorship today, is just been found guilty by a judge and held responsible for his action or inaction around the Sandy Hook mass murder. So what I'd like to do is play for you guys this video to start this video off, and everybody who was already here that had seen this, watch it again with us here. Just check this out really quick, guys.
Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones will be held responsible for the damages triggered by his fault.
And let me just correct CNN there. Of course, his name is Alex. It is not Alec. His name is Alex.
Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones will be held responsible for the damages triggered by his false claims on the Sandy Hook shooting. A judge made that decision Monday, saying Jones failed to provide information in lawsuits brought against him by parents of children killed in that shooting. Laura Jarrett joins us now. For so long, Laura, it's just been disgusting what he said, and now he may have to pay.
Well, the lies finally caught up to him, John. He called Sandy Hook a great hoax. Now he's going to have to pay up for his lies. Parents of Sandy Hook victims sued Alex Jones, host of the right-wing InfoWars site, for the outrageous and false claims that he made about that deadly shooting being fake. But for all of his public bluster, Jones failed to participate in discovery for years, stiffing the parents on materials about his involvement in spreading all of the lies.
You know, part of Alex Jones's punishment for that, he should be required every year to go to every single one of their grave sites and lay a wreath at each one of their grave sites for the rest of his fucking life. If you guys think that's a good idea, press 1 in my chat. Let me see those ones. Alex Jones should have to lay a wreath at every single one of these dead children's grave sites every year for the rest of his life. If you agree with me, press number 1.
All the while, the parents had to deal with all of these conspiracies that he unleashed from his unhinged followers. One family even forced to live in hiding for a period of time. Now a state court judge in Texas has issued a rare default judgment with sanctions against Jones, finding, quote, an escalating series of judicial admonishments, monetary penalties, and non-dispositive sanctions have all been ineffective thus far at deterring Jones's disregard for legal rules. In a statement to CNN, an attorney for one family says this, quote, after suffering 5 years of Mr. Jones's monstrous harassment and after 3 years of Mr. Jones making a mockery of their lawsuits, our clients will finally have the closure they deserve. CNN has reached out to Jones and his attorney, but have not yet received a statement.
Fucking crazy, huh? So, Alex Jones was sentenced by a judge. This fly is...
Tonight, as the search for Brian Laundrie extends into week 2, new body...
You don't think we should have to punish him like that? You don't want him anywhere around them, Stephen? What do you mean, them? You think people that are in the ground are still people, Stephen? Steven, do you think people that are still on the ground are still people? We're talking about a fucking grave site, bro. He's not going to the parents' homes. Yeah, we're talking about a grave site. We're talking about a grave site. He's not like going to their parents' homes and talking to the fucking to people, bro. You understand that? He's got to go lay a wreath at each grave site for the rest of his fucking life. That's all I'm saying. And your response to that fantastic idea was, what was it you said? I wouldn't want him anywhere around them. Dude, he should have to fucking be the goddamn gatekeeper of the goddamn cemetery. Are you fucking kidding me? He denied that they died, bro. It should be in his face every day until his dying day. And then everybody can deny that he fucking died. Where's your sense of common sense, actually? You don't think that's a fitting punishment? You think that the ground where the kids are buried is somehow going to be offended that Alex Jones is there? What did he get charged with? He's responsible for damages triggered by his false claims on the Sandy Hook shooting. He said it didn't happen, and that's a fucking lie. That was a lie. Alex Jones is a fucking liar. And I hate fucking liars. So he's going to have to pay money for his lies. And I think it's perfect. You know, I say you should have to lay a wreath at their fucking graves every year on the anniversary of the goddamn shooting. Every year. And that's all he can do. He has to go there, has to lay the wreath, and then he has to leave at every single one of their graves. And then boom. And it's got to be supervised. And he has to do that until the day he dies. And Stephen Culbertson doesn't think that's a good idea. He thinks that it's somehow offensive to the children. So we're arguing about that. That's the shit I do like. Yeah, I remember that idiot saying they were actors. I know, right? Oh my God. What's the word? Crisis actors. Oh God. And the videos of, oh God, and he had that Scottish dude on. Remember when Alex Jones had that Scottish dude on, and the Scottish dude kept showing the stupid fucking video of these people walking around. It was a surveillance video or something of these people walking around the grounds and shit. Look, I could see that's the same guy walking there. That's walking there. He's walking. Why is he walking in a circle? That proves this all is fake. These are actors. And I was like, yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, he does have serious mental health problems, but that, you know, sadly doesn't excuse him for the crimes he's done. Right, Ross? You know, it sucks to be a fucking lunatic, but that doesn't mean that you're just allowed to go break the law. Doesn't matter how fucking crazy you are. And if you keep doing that shit and you are crazy and they can prove you're crazy, they just lock your ass up in a goddamn crazy house. You know? Fair. Lawmakers grill Facebook over negative impact on teens. I think we should watch that video. With the words, "It sucks to be a lunatic." Yeah, you know, if I only snort half a line of Super Male Vitality in the morning, it only sucks to be a lunatic only half the time.
Capitol Hill about the impact its platform Instagram has on teenagers. Now, this hearing comes after the Wall Street Journal published leaked internal documents revealing that Facebook wasn't just aware of its negative impacts, but that it failed to address them. One leaked document admitted, quote, "We make body image issues worse for 1 in 3 teen girls." Another, teens blame Instagram for increases in the rate of anxiety and depression.
You should check out our water filtration products as well. Infowars.com.
Across all groups. CNN's Donnie O'Sullivan is following this hearing today. Donnie, how is this Facebook executive answering for this?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty remarkable to watch. You see Facebook here is now trying to downplay and frankly discredit its own research that might not be put the company in a very positive sense, in a public light. I want you to show you this exchange between that Facebook executive and the senators. Have a listen.
I want to be clear that this research is not a bombshell. It's not causal research. It's in fact just directional research that we use for
no longer going to cannabis. Cannabis is good for all. Cheers.
Is a bombshell.
A quarter of the hour. Didn't even realize it.
Powerful, gripping, riveting evidence that Facebook knows of the harmful effects of its site on children, and that it has concealed those facts and findings.
And Senator Blumenthal there, he said his staff actually ran an experiment. They set up an Instagram account and said that they were a 13-year-old girl. They followed a couple of accounts about extreme dieting and other issues. And Instagram, within a day, its algorithm began recommending to this account, which all Instagram knew was a 13-year-old girl, accounts promoting self-harm and extreme dieting. So, I mean, there really that simple experiment is able to show just how dangerous and how problematic this platform can be for teenagers. There's a very big hearing. We're talking about all of this because of those leaked Facebook documents. The whistleblower in this case, who is still anonymous, is going public on Tuesday. We'll be doing some TV interviews over the weekend, but will be appearing before Congress on Tuesday, that Facebook whistleblower. So that will certainly be a hearing to watch.
So what are they planning to do about this? Because as you point out, now this is public, so they have to take action, one would think.
That was fucking buttery as fuck!
Their plan of action.
Woo!
Yeah, I mean, I think that was what was very frustrating.
That was the best thing going.
They weren't getting any clear answers. And I mean, I think it wasn't that Facebook decided to send a pretty senior executive here, but didn't send their boss. They didn't send the CEO of Instagram, or they didn't send the CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. So I think senators are quite frustrated that Facebook, Instagram is not giving them those answers of tangible things that they are going to do to solve this problem.
Woo! Woo! Kristen
You
Sinema.
volunteered for her campaign, knocking on doors, registering voters, and obviously you did that because you wanted her to be elected. How do you feel about Kyrsten Sinema now?
Kirsten.
Disappointed. It's frustrating that we are not getting the support
Kirsten.
that she said she would give immigrants. We have said that ending the filibuster or reforming the filibuster, it's one of the ways to really get immigration reform done.
This is one of the fucking idiots that we can thank for getting that stupid fucking dumb cunt, Kyrsten Sinema, the fucking queef cunt on the Senate floor who likes to fucking curtsy queef. That stupid cunt elected. We can thank this dumb bitch right here. If you guys want to see what a fucking moron looks like, you're looking at it right here. You got her elected. Way to go. You know, I don't know. I don't know how to tell you guys. You can't trust these politicians. I don't care if they're on the left. I don't care if they're on the right. I don't care if they're independent. I don't care if they're whatever the fuck they call themselves. They're all lying fucking cunts. They don't give a fuck about you, and you need to stop playing their game and stop voting all together like me. Start saving your write-in ballots instead of voting. That's what I recommend everybody does. This is what happens. This is what happens. Now she's struggling to get rid of a bitch who's becoming powerful on big pharma money. You ain't got a chance. She's going to destroy you with money. That's all it takes. She just buys votes. Just gets more advertising than you can afford. She puts up more billboards than you can afford. You created a fucking monster. Are you fucking proud of yourself? Let's hear what this dumb bitch has to say about this. This is fucking quite interesting.
Registering voters, and obviously you did that because you wanted her to be elected. How do you feel about Kyrsten Sinema now?
Thank you, Jesus.
Disappointed. It's frustrating that we are not getting the support that she said she would give immigrants. We have said that ending the filibuster or reforming the filibuster, it's one of the ways to really get immigration reform done and get a pathway to citizenship for people and DACA recipients. And my dad passed away last year because of COVID, waiting on an immigration reform, waiting to see and meet his grandchildren. And every day we lose people on both sides of the border. And she knows her pain. She organized the marches in 2010. Well, I walked with my son, who's now a voter, 10 years later, who's going to be voting for someone in 2024 that represents immigrants like myself. And we need a better representation.
You came as a teen to the U.S., you're a DACA recipient, and the Senate parliamentarian did deny a bid to put a pathway to citizenship into this much larger...
Why the fuck is Breonna Keeler gaining so much weight? Breonna, stop eating the sugar. I don't know what it is you're doing, but whatever it is you're doing, you need to stop. You're on the news. We can see that you're blowing up like a giant fucking blimp. And you're killing yourself. Your arteries are clogging. You're putting fat all over your body. Look at you. What are you doing to yourself? Whatever it is, you need to stop.
Bill yesterday, which I know was a disappointment.
Look how wide she is.
That's one of the issues that you have with Senator Sinema, among others. But you are part of this group
hey, you know what?
Raising money to...
Maybe she's pregnant. And if she is, my bad. I didn't think about that. Oops. I don't know. Maybe she's pregnant, man. That would make sense if she's got this much weight on her.
Launch a primary challenge to the senator if she doesn't get behind getting rid of the filibuster. Do you have someone in mind?
Very unhealthy.
Her?
You know, right now the politics in Arizona are very tough. And we didn't want to wait to see if we had like this candidate. We want to send a message to her that we're being serious, that we will seek a better representation. And we know 2024 is a ways still, but we're willing to send a message that we're serious and we're going to put our money where our mouth is. So we launched this as to say, hey, you have this opportunity to do the right thing. And it's a pledge. Those pledges won't really go in unless she doesn't deliver for the people.
You've raised about, I think, $26,000 in the course of a day.
That's correct.
When you look at her position in these negotiations over this $3.5 trillion bill, do you, someone who, supported her election, do you know where she stands on this bill?
What I have heard is that she doesn't support it, and to me, it's disappointing, frustrating, because the Biden administration is trying to deliver. Like, we see the House passing all these bills, and then they get stuck in the Senate.
48-1.
And she's part of that problem and that conversation. She's talking about bipartisanship when we hear Mitch McConnell saying that they're going to stop anything that the Biden administration wants to move forward, from climate change to voter rights. To child tax credit, like we see it in this bill, like it's helping the climate crisis. So it's not just one item and one topic. As immigrants, we have different identities. Like, I care for the planet that I'm gonna leave for my children, and like I want to be one day a citizen and be able to participate in the process. In Arizona, our legislature has made it harder for us to participate in the voting process as a minority. So once I become a citizen, it's going to be hard for me to participate in the process if we don't take action right now to protect voter rights. This is why it's so important for our Senator Sinema to understand and listen that the people who elected her have the best solutions to these problems. And she shouldn't be listening to corporations. Like, we...
She shouldn't really listen to corporations. Can we listen to her say that over and over again, please?
See, it was solutions to these problems. And she shouldn't be listening to corporations. 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 It's
like the sweetest sound.
And she shouldn't be listening to corporations. To me, it was so these problems. And she shouldn't be listening to corporations. To me, best solutions to these problems. And she shouldn't be listening to corporations. 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 Problems. And she shouldn't be listening to corporations.
Yeah, but she's going to listen to corporations because she's a politician, and that's what politicians do when they get into office. That's what happened to AOC. That's what happened to Nancy Pelosi. That's what happened to Mitch McConnell. That's what happened to every politician that's ever been in Washington, and it's still happening, and it's always going to happen. And you saying that she shouldn't be listening to corporations, literally while you're sitting on one of those corporations that these cunt politicians listen to and work for. It's such a hypocrisy, all of this. What a joke. This woman, she's literally sitting in the lion's den preaching to the idiots that would never fucking take her advice.
To me, it was so disappointing to see that she was receiving money from corporations and meeting with these small businesses while she doesn't meet with people that walk in 110 degrees weather to get her elected.
That sucks. I know it. So it sucks.
If you don't trust the medical field to prevent you from getting it, why do you trust them to cure you from it? Why do you run to the fucking hospital? If you really believe that COVID's not a big deal, and it's not this, that, the other, you don't get the vaccine because stick to your guns. I have no problem with the hospital staff. The hospital staff is just overworked, stressed out. They're tired. They're sick of this. They're done with it. They're sick of the hospital being full. They're sick of people waiting in the ER for 12, 13 hours because that's what we did.
Wow. Look, the music insults my intelligence. Otherwise, I'd listen to the fucking article. I can't handle the way these things are produced today. It is just so stupid. And you know, if you guys would do what I do and you don't click on things like that, or you stop watching them, whatever, they'll get the fucking message. You know, shit like that is stupid. Don't fucking play act to me, motherfucker. All right, give me the goddamn news. I don't need your sad music playing in the background. God, man, these motherfucking cunts. Sotomayor refuses to block New York City school vaccine mandate. Powerball jackpot is the 10th largest in United States history right now. Couple and their dog attacked by bear on Blue Ridge Parkway. Benjamin, am I going to buy a real what? You want to come back in? You're all dirty. Why don't you stay outside, dirty cat? Unvaccinated teacher may leave job over mandate. Alabama GOP governor signs bills to use COVID relief funds to build prisons into law. To build prisons? Alabama Republican governor signs bills to use COVID relief funds to instead build prisons. Wow. Wow. Talk about misappropriation of funds. Should that guy go to court? Shouldn't that guy for misappropriating those funds? Oh, am I going to buy a ticket? Oh, no. No, Powerball, no. No, I do crypto, bro. I do crypto, bro. Yeah, I'd rather not update, thank you. Look at where Bitcoin is now, man. Holy shit, where'd it go? I moved it back there. I moved something. I wonder what I moved. I don't recall. What I'm... Oh, I must have moved this? No. How did I do that? I'm really so confused right now how I would have... So weird. I'm really confused as to... Oh, I must have done this. Resized it? No? Huh. Well, let me just try making it bigger. Here, let me see if that helps. Not bad, that'll work. We know it's a 48. That'll work. I don't know what I did, children. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What do you guys like better, electric guitar or acoustic guitar? I got a sip of Cafefe left. Psst, unreal. Nobody even's got a sip of Cafefe left. I'm going to save one more sip. Hey, Christian J. Pearson, what's up, real motherfucker? Hippie chicas, whatever it is you prefer. You want to go outside again? What do you guys think of my Reservoir Dogs poster? It's going over my billiards table. You guys think that's bad as fuck? You guys like this? One of my favorite movies right here. Fuck yeah, bro. Dude, Bitcoin just hit 48,200. 500 is the high of the 24-hour period, guys. It's $300 away from the daily high. It might just bounce. It's gotten over the 48. That was important to get past 48. I don't know how long it's going to stay over 48 for. But this is really good, man. I bet my portfolio is just totally kick-ass right now. Portfolio. You've got it there. I bought it on YouTube. I bought Reservoir Dogs on YouTube. I can watch it on any device, anywhere I am in the world on my account. Isn't that great? And I don't need to bring it with me. It's down to 100 now, 48.1, guys. But it was up to 2. It'll be interesting to see how dynamic this is. It's really on an upwards. You guys, if you'll look right here, you'll see there's a massive upward spike. Look at this, guys. Look at this. So, this is, you guys like the way I was able to do that? Don't you love this software? Fantastic. I could change the color here, too. So it's white. It's instead of green, it's white in that one. I think green is fine. And we can make this bigger. So that you guys can see the writing over here as well. Really good control over all of that. Oh, there is some downward. There is some downward movement there now. So it was up to 48.5 and as low as 47,750 in the last 24 hours. You imagine a corporation with $500 million, 500, would it be $500 million, right? So they got $500 million, and they saw Bitcoin start going up, so they bought it at, 41, 42, and then you see that dump right here, giant dump of value, that was probably them selling off all their shares and making a killing. You know, and then there was a nice buy-in after that, but nothing like this. This is tremendous. What a nice jump that was. So this is much slower, and that is not as promising looking as what we had here. This was really nice climbing right there. Dude, that is over the last, as much as I can stretch it out. A 1 minute chart. Lot of, okay, what do we got here, kids? What do we got? What do we got? We got a setup. Downward, downward. It's about to flip over right now. Downward, we got a yellow marker. We're going to get another yellow marker right now. And it's going to go up. What do we see? We see down on the value and down on the volume. We're gonna get an uptick here in just a second. It's gonna go yellow. That marker's gonna go yellow. It's down to 47.8. Holy shit! Here it goes. It's gonna go yellow. It's a perfect setup. Yellow. Yellow. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, no. Go yellow. You do go yellow now. You do the yellow candle action now. Right now and go yellow. Hey, Phil, what's up? You go yellow, 47.8. Look at that drop, man. Holy shit. Buy in right now. 47.8. Thank you, Phil. Thank you for noticing. I love my Reservoir Dogs poster. Looking forward to getting more in the next few days. Yellow. 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 Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. There goes yellow right here. Watch. I'm putting my hands up in the air because it's going yellow right now. You do it. Yellow. Like Better Call Saul. Yellow. There it is. Boom. Go yellow again. No, no, no. No, no, no. We're going yellow, man. This is our time. Buy in at 47.8 right now. And ride it up, son. Because it's going up. There's some activity, man. There it is. There's that yellow marker. We've got volume right now. There's volume on this market. Why is it? It's Friday afternoon? That's what it is, man. Markets are closing around the world. Everybody's fucking active right now. Fucking playing around in the market. Watching what Bitcoin's doing. Because Bitcoin's really healthy right now. This is when people love to play with Bitcoin, when it's doing this shit. Anything's moving up. Matic is moving up, the 24-hour scale. Yeah, man, I can't wait to have all my Reservoir Dogs posters, man. Holy shit. My dad and I watched this movie together for the first time with my cousin. His name is Ben, too. And we were at his house in San Francisco when he lived in San Francisco years ago. And I was 16 years old or 17 years old. And Ben let me smoke a cigar with him, and my dad got so mad at me for that. Look at that yellow marker. Look at that yellow marker. Look at that yellow marker. Bitcoin is going up. It got all the way down to 47,762. Got all the way down to 47,770, 84, 89, 94. Go back up to 800. There it is. Look at that nice yellow marker in the middle of that candle. Candle. It's going green. You guys, we're going green. You ready? Might be a second yellow marker, and then lots of green volume. People are playing, man. People are playing right now. It's really healthy. People feel good. People are like, I'm going to make a few $1,000s right now. I'm going to fuck around. I'm going to fuck around in the market. Think of all the people on their cell phones right now. There it is. That's the second yellow marker right there, I bet, guys. Watch, it's going to go yellow. That when you get double and triple yellow markers, it really solidifies an upward trend. Especially when you look at that downward. You got the downward value, you got the downward volume. It's perfect setup for a rise right now at 47,845. It's almost life-size, huh? Almost a life-size poster if I come back here, you know? Shut up, yo, you're very good. Shut up, you're very good, yo. You know that, yo. Shut up. Up. It's going up. Not much. But it's at 840, 850, 860. 5 and a 15 quarter 2, 2 and a 15 quarter 10, 10 and a 15 quarter 15 5, and a 15 quarter 2, folks. Kevin Lesnar, what's up? So they sold me a poster and they were wrong about the fucking size. It was actually not as big as they said it was. But luckily, the posters, the frames come with a piece of poster white paper in it. And if you flip it over, you can have a white background and use it behind the thing and use it as like a mat. And it worked. It's perfect in there. One of mine, the fucking thing ripped off the back and it just fell off the wall. Just had to get up and go look at it, pick it up. Broke the thing on the back. I'm going to have to put a new hook on the back. Put 2 little screws in, maybe. Oh, I know what I could do. I could just tape some cardboard on the back and then put the screws into that. Make holes in the fucking paper. Might be better. Oh no, I could just tape the string on the back, dude. I just tape string on the back. Fuck. Or staple it on. Take the cardboard off. Staple the string on. And then put the cardboard back on. I'll figure that out. It might be better than tape. Oh, you like this? Yeah, this is my new thing, man. I got these posters all over my house now. I love it because I didn't have any artwork really hung up in the house. I'd taken all of it down, and so I've redone it. And I just love it. I love these. Love these posters. They're entertaining. Just the posters themselves. Happy 420, everybody. Cheers. I'm high as fuck. I'm good. I'm good. You have me a nice salad for dinner tonight. These green beans I pulled today. There was one of them was giant. I couldn't believe how big this one green bean was, dude. It was so much bigger than anything else here. I think I ate it. Oh no, here it is. Here it is. Look at this. Look at this thing. Can you believe that? How big that fucking green bean is. I got the popcorn, I got it all. Oh, my phone's right by the goddamn computer. Notifications went out for this show, or what?
Ladies and gentlemen, you have bad economic news, yet the Dow is up because of Merck's promising treatment, whatever. Hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read you this. Before I read you today's consumer spending, or I should say inflation, hitting a 30-year high. Consumer spending accelerates as Fed's inflation measure hits fresh 30-year high. Okay, core PCE, which includes food and energy, rose 3.6% year over year in August. It's only going to get worse. I mean, you can listen to Michael Burry, Jeremy Grantham. There are so many Charlie Munger. Well, actually, Warren Buffett is more bearish than I think Charlie Munger is, but you can look at these billionaires talking about the market and how inflated it is because of $10 trillion in fiscal stimulus and monetary stimulus. $6 trillion in stimulus payments from the government and $3.3 trillion in counting in terms of Federal Reserve quantitative easing. Consumer spending accelerated last month despite an uptick in cases, and core personal consumption expenditures price and the core personal consumption expenditures price index, the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation measure, hitting a fresh 30-year high for the third straight month. Personal income rose 0.3%, but with inflation, you have a loss of...
Hey, here goes Bitcoin. It's about to hit 48.
Outpacing the 0.2% month of getting it up. While consumer spending rose 0.8% in August, consumer prices rose 0.4% in August from July. The same increase from previous month. Core PCE, which includes food and energy, rose at 3.6% year over year. It's only going to get worse because we have a labor shortage and we have a supply chain shortage. This was all, of course, because of the self-induced catastrophe perpetuated upon us by wonderful experts and authorities and media, and especially Democrats, who said, hey, let's tank the economy, and maybe this will harm Trump. If you say, well, you know, there were other concerns, it was to keep people safe. All right. Do you think that we can get into it? What's the average age of the United States labor force? About 42, 43 years old, 160 plus million Americans. Do you think it was wise to prevent the entire labor force from working last year and then just artificially inflate the economy as if nothing ever happened? You can't rebound from that type of catastrophe. It was a self-induced, paranoid, hysterical response to a very serious issue. Cancer and heart disease ended the lives of more Americans last year, but again, this is an economic catastrophe that was created by politics primarily and by a very hysterical and paranoid interpretation of data. You prevent people from working, and then you have now labor shortages. We lost 22 million jobs. We still have around 10 million that we haven't brought back. And many of those jobs won't ever be brought back because many of those companies and restaurants and businesses are gone forever, unfortunately. Hit subscribe to this channel right now because of the wonderful
Hit subscribe to this channel.
Hit subscribe to this channel. The stock market crash channel. There's going to be a stock market crash. Be on my main channel tonight at around 8 p.m. Pacific, probably 8 p.m. or so Pacific, for the live stream on H.A. Goodman. I'm going to be doing 4 segments a day from here on out, indefinitely, forever, hopefully, on this channel.
4 segments a day, every day.
I don't want a crash to take place, but unfortunately it's going to happen. And you look at the data, or you look at the bizarre...
I told H.A. Goodman about Bitcoin a long time ago, and he fucking ignored me.
We have an economy that has essentially a sword of Damocles hanging over it. We don't know what the catalyst will be, but there will be a catalyst to pop this inflated bubble. $10 trillion in stimulus and monetary and Federal Reserve quantitative easing. You have labor shortages now, and you have jobless claims up. You have labor shortages now, and you have jobless claims up. Can you please explain that to me in the comment section? Can you also explain to me in the comment section how you have consumer spending accelerating, yet household durables, high prices, listen to this, in Fortune magazine, the article would be below, high prices on household durables lead to worst buying conditions since 1980. Then you have U.S. consumer sentiment mired at near-decade lows, University of Michigan finds. So, that's the CBS Market Watch article. consumer sentiment at a low not seen since over a decade. You have consumer spending accelerating.
47,937.
Because we were allowed, mommy and daddy and government and authorities and experts allowed
3 purple markers
to go out and live their lives.
Could mean a
Live their
crash
lives
coming,
and,
like a
be
downward
functioning
turn.
adults, because that's what we need. And so consumers were willing to spend more for goods and services, which is why the biggest reason you have
Here comes the red. Here comes the pain.
profits. So if you don't have corporate profits and free
Exactly, as I
money,
predicted.
playing with the house's money, in
Prove
the
me wrong,
casino,
Bitcoin.
the $10 trillion in quantitative easing,
Please.
and fiscal stimulus, 1 out of every $5 was
Sometimes
created
I love
essentially
being
by
wrong.
the Federal Reserve, by one estimate. And so, explain to me in the comments section how you have this bizarre outcome with consumer sentiment at a low not seen since 2008 or so, but inflation increasing.
Ray, what's up, buddy?
And it's rampant, and it's not transitory, and it's only going to get worse. In part because consumers now are buying a little bit more because they've been allowed to leave their homes for the past year. And you have cargo and shipping, and cargo ships, container ships docked outside Long Beach, outside California. You have supply chain shortages where there are businesses that can't get their inventory from China or other countries. What will the catalyst be? I don't know what the catalyst is going to be. Could be a hedge fund that goes under. Could be a sharp decline in the market.
He's talking about
2,000 points or so, or
he's talking about economic collapse.
1,500 points. That leads to an absolute catastrophe and hedge funds going under, and then
banks failing.
Every time you drive by an empty or abandoned mall, start visualizing King Kong-sized dollar signs. As out of the ash,
banks possibly going under, and then bank bailouts possibly. We don't know. Evergrande, Archegos. I've talked about these near bankruptcies or bankruptcies.
96.
Of hedge funds and the second largest real estate.
94, 92.
So, and then you had the GameStop fiasco with Reddit earlier this year.
We've got a leveling off and a lowering in volume, guys. It could explode upwards.
With record high margin debt. But just today, inflation, the core index for the Federal Reserve,
47.9.
Inflation is at a 30-year high. The article is below. Tell me why there isn't going to be a stock market crash, because I'm telling you there will be. And it's going to be devastating. Save your money every month. If you're on margin, get off of margin. You shouldn't be trading on margin now. That is the absolute worst thing you could ever do, because the market's volatile. And we've seen 3 500-point drops in the past 2 weeks, and I told people at the beginning of September, I said, it's going to tank. And what's been taking place? I predicted these corrections. I will predict also the market crash. Unfortunately, save your money every month. Say, oh, I don't want to go in a savings account, inflation. It's like, you know what? You'll be able to buy things on sale. Because unfortunately, businesses are going to go under again. And we're going to have, unfortunately, an economic situation because of policies primarily from Democrats and media and weak and ineffective Republicans who just go along with Mitt Romney with Democrats. You can't take society and the American economy and expect to rebound. It's absolutely insane. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. 30 years.
Hit subscribe to this channel. Alright, you guys. I hope you had fun. Love y'all. I'll see you tonight for a night show, probably. What do you say? What do you say? Maybe there'll be more of you around. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys. Peace. Take care, y'all. Take care, y'all. 47.8, man. Look at Bitcoin, man. It's down, man.